Hello and welcome. I'm Tim and this is TimBatSea. And we are in Philadelphia in the Delaware River. And we've got this barge that Luke put here last night. And we've got to bring it up around here and go around the corner over there. And the tide is coming. You can see the tide pouring off the bow over there. So now we're just making sure we got line handlers and that sort of stuff. And we'll see how it goes. Give you guys a little shot over here. That should do it. Get it rigged up. There we go. That should work. You got me, Chief?
Yeah.
You see anybody on the dock?
Yeah, it looks like a construction crew there. Everybody's got hard hats on. I don't see anybody. It looks like they got a life vest.
All right. Let me, I'll make some phone calls. Bye-bye.
Tim, I think there might be one here. I see a guy coming over towards us now.
All right, good deal. When he gets over there, you can start on the stern right where you're at and work forward. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning.
So, dispatch said the line handlers were due here at 7:30, so we're a little early. Tide's running pretty good now, so I think everything's going to be fine. Luke just joined me up here. And Luke, do you remember there is some rubber on the corner there if we got to come around the corner, right?
Yeah, you got plenty of rubber and lay up against it.
All right, good deal. So what I'm talking about is when we come around the corner over here, the tide's going to be pulling us down, and I want to make sure that I got a feeling that when I do that, I'm going to go up. It's a little heavier. We're pushing it backwards, and it's heavier in the stern, so we'll go up there.
Get ready to dig in the only line that's tight.
Yep, go ahead. If you need me to do anything, let me know. I'm all stopped.
All right, sorry, it's a backing line, so when I let go of it, we're kind of naturally going to slide back a little bit.
Very good. So when I come up here, my plan is to kind of get the bow up there and then rotate the stern around. That'll put the tide on us and push us up against the dock and slide forward. But we'll see how it goes. Beautiful morning.
Yeah,
See that tide rolling around the bow?
yeah.
All right, one to go.
Okay. Once you get that last one done, just keep an eye on the stern for me because I want to twist the bow out just a little bit and I want to make sure the stern is up against some rubber.
Copy that.
This dock has these really nice rubber pads, but we don't want, they're really good pushing against the pads, but we don't want to drive in or fall back on them and run the risk of ripping them off. So we can be a little aware of that. And we're starting to move back, so I think that things are starting to happen.
there's rubber about every 20 feet on this dock. It's all brand new, so.
All right, cool. Just make sure that I don't rip that rubber off. You know, like in a position that it goes. You know, that I get in between there. So now I'm just doing a right-hand twist, just to lift the bow out a little bit.
You're 10 wide on the bow. You're still you're touching rubber on the stern.
Very good. When I come ahead, being on the starboard side here, it's going to push everything to the port anyway, so I want to get that bow out a little bit. That's probably going to be enough right there, so I'm going to center my rudder and let the tide come in between the two of us. All right, clutch ahead 2 inches, about 15 degrees of port wheel just to lift the stern off a little bit.
Coming off the dock.
Very good. Okay, now I can see that bow's coming back, so I'm going to center my rudder. Just creep ahead a little bit. We still got some space on the stern, right?
Yes, she's closing actually. You need to bring her off the dock a little bit. She's 5 wide right now. Looks like she just stopped closing and she's starting to open up a little bit.
All right. Just keep an eye on that for me back there in the stern.
Right.
All right. So I've got to keep playing with the rudder here. I want to get some more angle. I'd probably bring it out a little bit more.
Closing, so bring her off the dock.
All right, coming off the dock.
Give her some juice. There you go. The little piece of security fence is hanging, protruding off the dock. They want to touch it.
Good eyes, good eyes. That's why you're there.
She keeps wanting to fall into the dock, though. Right now she's holding, but she'll be falling here soon.
All right. So I'm just creeping ahead with one engine with the rudder midship right now.
She's falling, 5 wide.
All right.
Same problem. Got another piece of the security fence. Need to bring the stern out.
All right, bring the stern out. If I bring the stern out, that makes the bow come
Bow's
in.
15 wide, closing very slowly.
Let me know when we're by that fence.
You're good on the fence. Your bow came off, or your stern came off about 7 feet.
All right, good deal. So now we're just about at the end of the dock.
Stern closing slowly.
All right, how much room do we have at the corner of the dock?
You're 5 wide on your stern, and up on the bow, we're 10 wide off the dock.
Very good.
Looks like you might have a little bit of barge going past the corner there.
Yep, I'm rolling around there. I'm assuming that there's rubber up there.
I see rubber on this flat side. I can't see around the corner yet. Can you see up there, bud? You got rubber all the way around the edge of the corner of the dock.
All right. Now I want to get
Stern's 5 wide, closing very slowly.
I want to get halfway around the. I want to get the barge.
It's pretty flat right now, so if the stern touches up, you'll be on rubber.
Very good. I want to get the barge at the pivot point, which is just about at now, before I start rolling it around. Now I'm going to go all stop and
About 5
post.
wide from the midship back.
All right, good deal. I'm going to start rolling around, so we're going to put that rubber right on the center of the barge.
Yeah, Roger that. Just FYI, this is only about 6 inches of rubber here as far as thickness. It's not going to have much give.
Understood. So that's another reason why we're just coasting right now. All right, rudder's hard left. I'm going to do a twist, start rolling around.
Midship's 4 foot wide off the corner of the dock.
All right, start rolling right now. Probably going to be setting up against that corner. So I'm doing.
Right now, you're falling off of moving very slowly. You got 10 wide under stern opening up all the time.
Very good. Okay, so it looks like our forward progress has stopped. So now I'm just going to come ahead with our, I'm not going to stop the twist and just be clutch ahead on my starboard engine with the rudder hard over to port. Bow is rolling around.
Midship the barge, 6 foot off the dock. Stern is 20 foot opening.
All right. I think I got the corner of the dock right on the pivot point because it's holding right there as we're driving around the circle here. So this is going to work out. Maybe I'm going to jinx myself. Work out okay, hopefully. Luke and I were talking yesterday.
Starting to fall into the dock. We're 4 foot wide on the midship and getting closer all the time.
All right. I was talking with Luke yesterday saying that I have this horrible habit that I just want to get things done. Put a lot.
Good to go.
All right, very good. That I want to use a lot more power. It's so much better just to do everything in clutch, do everything as slow as possible.
And we just touched up on the dock.
All right, good deal. We're going to roll right around. Looks like we got some Canadians up there in the bow, Canadian geese. They're probably all mad at us. We're blocking their way into work. Dock is still staying here even though I haven't backed. And that's good. When I get a little bit more, I'm probably going to try to lift off a little bit and get up there because we're going to be set down on those pads. Those pads look really nice, and those are the ship pads, so that we ought to be able to slide on them. But hey, you know what? Maybe I won't do that because they are so nice. As long as I keep the work and bow from getting stuck on them, we'll be all set. Hey, Chris, or if one of Chris, you're up there in the bow, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. When I get this thing flat, just the only thing I got to have you really watch out for is I'm going to slide this thing up, and we want to make sure that I don't get the bow stuck on one of these fenders. You know, I think it's going to be fine, but just keep that in mind.
Yeah, these look like nice new fenders there, Tim, and they're all spaced apart evenly.
Good, great.
You got about another 30 feet you can slide ahead, and you're going to be off the rubber.
Okay, very good, understood. So now I'm doing a twist to try to get this thing spinning a little bit more. I think what's happening is that as we're coming around the corner.
Touching on the stern, coming around nicely.
All right. The bow is out of the tide and the stern is in the tide. So I think that's hurting my turn. So I'm going to give it a little bit more of a twist. Things moving a little bit more. You can see it's almost stalled out right here. I think that's, like I say, there's nothing pushing against the working bow, but it's all pushing on the stern of the tug in the stream, the current back here. That seems to be working. So while we're waiting for this to come around, I can give you a little news update. Our boat that we're normally on is in the shipyard doing its 5-year inspection, and that's done by shipyard people and personnel that take care of that. And meanwhile, they had this tug that was out of service, and they brought it back into the fleet, and all of our crew is on this boat now. It's a 3000. We're normally on a 4200. And so we're on a tug that isn't our normal one.
Okay, Roger. Status update on my side of the anchorage car, my side of the dredge, okay?
Okay, so now we're moving pretty good, so I'm just going to bring everything back to clutch.
Still looking good. The first fender is about 3 foot proud of this corner rubber, but you'll be fine for the transition.
Very good, thank you.
Got about another 10 foot of barge to touch the corner rubber, and then we're going to have to rely on these fenders.
Okay, and the way we're going, that shouldn't be an issue, right?
No, it should not.
Very good. One nice thing about working with your crew is that the chief and I speak the same language. I don't mean literally, I'm just saying that he knows what I want for information. And,
Alright, the barges come about a foot off the corner rubber. Just don't bring the stern in for the next 10 feet ahead.
Okay, very good. And so he gives me what I need, and you got to trust the guy who's your eyes, and he's good at that. So right now, if that stern needed to come...
Okay, stern's 3 foot off the first fender here on the dock.
Very good. Chris, I'm assuming you're going to want us to come ahead about 50 or 100 feet. Is that about right?
Yeah, I'm going to guess on that. I have no idea where we're connecting the hoses at all.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so right now, I'm just about out of the tide.
You might have to blow your tug horn eventually if you don't see a white truck coming here in like the next 20 minutes.
Did you hear what he said?
There's a white truck right there.
Huh.
That's what he's talking about.
I guess, yeah.
Alright, Tim, we're stern's 15 wide off the first pad. The bow's got 35 feet to go.
All right. Just going to let it come around nice and slow. So now I'm going to set my rudder up to the right and just kind of walk over there. It's not going to walk that well because it's a loaded, well, partially loaded barge, but that will help push us over there because as it came out of the current there, started wanting to get us to the other side. So this will kind of help out, hopefully.
$25 on the bow, 20 on the stern.
All right. So now I'm walking. So in other words, I'm doing a left twist with the rudder hard right. And that is starting to push the stern way over. So I'm going to start centering my rudder so that the bow comes over as well. I say center the rudder. Once the bow starts coming to the left, I'm going to give it probably 10 degrees to starboard so that the stern closes on the dock as well. There we go. Yeah, there's about 15 degrees. And I want to keep creeping
We're
ahead.
almost flat, about 20 up and down.
Okay, so I'm thinking that we should probably bring the barge in right around here and then figure out where we got to go once we get up onto the dock. Does that make sense?
I agree.
And Chris, as far as watching those pads, I think we're good. And we're not up against there. When I get up over there, I'll go nice and slow.
I think once you get her flat, there's only maybe one pad ahead of us that you can even touch.
All right, we still aren't flat. There's more room in the bow.
Yeah, you're looking good. You're about 10 to 15 wide up and down.
All right, we're just going to coast here. Give you a little bit better look over there. There we go. As you can see, I can't really see the dock.
10 on the bow, 13 on the stern.
All right. So I'm really going by just what the chief was telling me.
Bow about running the stern maybe by just a foot or two. So we're nice and flat. Good, looking good.
All right. I just gave it a right twist just to slow down, just to slow the bow down a little bit. All right. So we give it another right twist to get that stern a little flatter.
full on the stern.
Very good. You got a line ready?
Yeah, he's getting ready to toss it now.
All right.
Line's on the dock. Valve's touched up. Stern's touching up in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Good job. Once he gets that fast, if he gets that fast and we're good, he'll come back and tell me if I got to go ahead or back, and then we'll do that.
You just made your line off. She looks like she's got a little strain on her. So I think you're good to work ahead easy on engine.
All right. Good deal. So now,
Stern's falling off 2 feet.
all right, she'll come back. So now I've got 20 degrees of right rudder, my port engine just in clutch. And that's going to...
I guess we just make it off here. This is kind of in the middle. I don't know what else to do from there.
All right, that works for me. Tie her up, and if we got to move her, we'll move her. So that spring line's holding the bow in, and that 20 degrees of right rudder is holding the stern in, and I think we're good. What do you think, Luke? Look at that beautiful sun coming up over the river. Philadelphia skyline over here. And looks like this job hopefully is done. We can watch. We'll get her all tied up, and they'll make us move it again, but move it 5 feet ahead or 3 feet back or something like that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you. Do all that good YouTube stuff. Help us out. And don't forget to check out SV Paquita. Put a link in the description below. And if you want to support the channel, there's a link below for our Patreon page. So if you want to become a patron, you can go over to patreon.com and type in TimBatSea or click the link below. And we'd love to have you over there. You guys take care, be safe, and as always, I'll see you on the water.